Hello and welcome. This is a reading for January 20th through 31st, 2024 for all signs. Please go ahead and look at your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Or if you have two or more placements in a particular sign, you might like to watch that. As I'm recording this in this moment, the moon and Neptune are close to conjunct around 24 degrees of Pisces. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the water signs. Okay, and we're going to do these cards, 5 of them. Recent past, present moment, that which is hidden, near future, and advice. And then we'll clarify with 3 each of the Rider-Waite. Okay, all right. So let's start with Cancer. Okay, Cancer. If I get flyers, I take the flyers. Otherwise, I take it off the top after a few shuffles. All right, Cancer. Recent past. Okay, we have 5 of Cups. Sweet Cancer. Okay, this person wanted to come out. King of Pentacles in your present moment. Okay. Sweet, nurturing Cancer. Strong, determined. Especially after dealing with Pluto and Capricorn for so many years. Woo! Okay, that was a flyer. Okay, this is what's hidden or what you don't see coming. Knight of Wands. Alrighty then. Something similar in Pisces yesterday. Alright. Okay, Queen of Wands. Near future. Confident, independent. And okay, Cancer advice, January 20th through 30th. Let's go. Oh, right, the Magician. That's awesome advice, no matter how you split that. Okay, so we've got 5 of Cups in the recent past. You know, this might be some situation where there was some loss or disappointment, but there's still so much love and joy in your life. You just weren't exactly focusing on that. There was a lot of loss to deal with, and I mean, that does make sense. With Pluto in Capricorn in your opposite sign. So this is the recent past, and maybe it's taken some time to recover from that. There's some grief, you know, and when I think of the sign Cancer, I think of nurturing, very loving, sensitive, you know, the one who wants to make a warm, nurturing home for those whom they care about. So there might have been some loss or unwanted change around this. And then you have, in the present moment, the King of Pentacles. So this could be you, that you've been persevering, you've been resilient, and the King of Pentacles is disciplined, hardworking. You know, he doesn't move too fast. He's kind of like that goat that slowly climbs up the mountain and doesn't get knocked down. And this card also indicates, you know, wealth, financial stability. So this could be because of your hard work, what you're experiencing right now, or there might be someone in your life who is supporting you, or you might just be finding success in your place of work or in a personal business. This card also indicates success in business, leadership. And then what's hidden or what you don't see coming is the Knight of Wands. So when I think the Knight of Wands, I think of someone who's very enthusiastic, fast-moving, lots of ideas, you know, very inspired, kind of impulsive, a little fearless, doesn't really think a whole lot about, you know, like the consequences of their actions. They're thinking more about, you know, possibilities, and they're excited. They're very passionate. This could be someone coming towards you, or it's an energy around you, or it's an energy within you that you might tap into, although I'm feeling more like it's an energy around you. And then in your near future, Queen of Wands. So you've had to be pretty strong. And if this is you stepping into your courage, into your confidence, The Queen of Wands has a zest for life. You know, you might be stepping out a little bit more. Determination. She has a lot of determination, which is a strong word for you, Cancer. Cancers are very determined, and she's joyful. So, you know, this is indicating to me that you may be recovering from some of the grief in the recent past, and that you're tapping more into your joy. So we'll clarify, and we'll get more about the context. And then the advice is the Magician. Okay, so the Magician is able to balance earth, fire, air, water, energy. The Magician has all the tools he needs. Okay, the Magician is, so as you see, he has the cup, the pentacle, the wand, and the sword. And so he's able to balance logic with emotion, you know, intuition with logic, emotion with, you know, the facts. And the wand, he's passionate, but he doesn't let the passions drive him. You know, he's a little more balanced and much more farsighted than the Knight of Wands. And he knows about, the thing about the Magician is he really knows about the power of choice in his life. He knows even just how he chooses to look at things can change the trajectory of his future. And he's tapped into that power. He is the card of the person who manifests, who is aware of that power within them and manifests. So my inkling here is that Tarot is encouraging you to tap into that power within yourself, to believe in that power within yourself. And, you know, as you're stepping into more confidence, this is more likely to happen. Cancers are so determined. They have the ability to tap into their emotions, to find strength and work really hard towards their goals. So with the energy of the Magician, that's just a beautiful combination, in my opinion. Okay, so now we're going to clarify a little more, Cancer, for you for January 30th through 31st. Oh, okay, that was a flyer. I got to take the flyers. Ace of Cups in the recent past. Okay, so I'm clarifying for the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. So the feeling here, as I'm looking at this card, I don't know why it got bent like that, but as I'm looking at this card, I'm feeling that you were so open and loving, Cancer, this Ace of Cups, that you put your love and your creativity and your care into something so lovingly, so gently, so thoughtfully, and it might not have turned out the way you'd hoped. That love is still there, though, and those two cups are still there. There's still two beautiful cups behind the character in this card. But there was some disappointment. Part of me feels like, I don't know, I want to be very empathic and emotional right now, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep my energy up. All right, so we've got Five of Cups. We're clarifying for Five of Cups. And of course, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to take it. We had a flipper. So these three cards just flipped pretty strongly, and this is a small deck, so I don't usually get those with this deck. All right, the Sun card, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. And let me make sure you can see this. So this is clarifying the Five of Cups. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups, which we spoke about. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. So you were really just so full of joy. And, you know, I see this child here, so joyful. And I feel like you were very nurturing and loving towards this happy energy, towards this joy in the sun. But there was disappointment. There was hurt with the Three of Swords. You know, I wish this were reversed, but it's not. It's, you know, the Three of Swords upright. It's basically explaining that there was some heartbreak here and disappointment. That's really the Five of Cups and Three of Swords both talk about disappointment, loss, grief, some regret. And then the Ace of Wands is here. So this tells me, though, even though there was heartbreak, there was, you know, and also the Three of Swords talks a little bit about like betrayal or separation, you know, upheaval from obviously, you know, the love that you had worked to establish. So this is in the past, But this Ace of Wands, after this, coming right after, tells me that, so the Ace of Wands is like renewed, like new energy, new ideas, but new energy, strength, tapping into that. Like they say that you don't know how strong you are until you have to be. And that's the Ace of Wands, when you have to pull from that strength within. That's that burst of inspiration when you make that choice to tap into that strength. So even though this was difficult, and you have, of course, had some time grieving, you still have that strength, that drive in you. And then we're going to the present moment, the King of Pentacles. So let's get some clarification. Is this you? Is this an energy around you? Or is this just indicating like, oh, okay, I'm going to take the flyers? Or is this indicating, you in your business or work? Okay, so we have the Hierophant, the Page of Cups. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, Page of Cups tells me it might be, so Page of Cups is like an offer of love. Because the Hierophant also, that symbolizes, traditional institutions, marriage, commitment, sharing religious beliefs. So a Page of Cups is a love offer. It's, it is kind of, it can also represent just a sensitive, thoughtful, kind of dreamy, imaginative, intuitive youth, but it's also someone offering emotional connection. So it doesn't have to be romantic love, but with the Hierophant, that's sort of pointing marriage. So are you in a situation maybe where you might be wanting to offering love to someone, or they might be wanting to offer love to you, that could potentially lead to marriage? Because this Page of Cups is looking at the Hierophant like, I want this. So unless it could be someone seeking emotional connection, but I think it's more an offer towards a union, so more of a love offer, but we'll see. We'll see. So one more card to clarify, King of Pentacles, because I'm still not, all right. I'll take this one. It didn't flip. I'm just going to show you the Three of Wands, but I'm going to take another card. Okay, let's see the top. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the Three of Wands is about moving abroad, feeling confident, looking towards the future, believing in yourself, being in that mind space where you're going to take like a leap of faith. You're going to make a change, whether it's moving somewhere or planning something for your future, and you're excited about it. You're confident. And it also indicates travel to foreign lands. So that's cool. Some of you might be traveling, not all of you. And then the Three of Pentacles. So that's also just like a cooperation. So okay, so for some of you, this Page of Wands Page of Cups is maybe somebody who has an emotional interest in a union and is thinking about marriage, whether that's you or somebody who's thinking about you. Which, if you and this person are both, adults, working for stability, this could definitely lead to more financial stability for both of you. Or this could be the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can also be somebody offering a creative idea. And so this may be someone offering, so Three of Pentacles is teamwork, usually in a practical venture or business venture or building something. So there's this energy around you of someone coming to you to offer either a union, who's offering you a cup of love and looking toward a potential union, or you're offering them a cup of love, or someone's coming to you with a creative idea, and this will result in teamwork, or it could be all of the above, really. Marriage requires a lot of teamwork and being on the same team, but there's this This card is indicating more of like a business venture. So it could be different for different people watching, but that's the present energy right now. So something new, someone coming with a new offer, whether it's more romantic or whether it's more of a business. And the Three of Wands is kind of stepping off into that adventure, being confident, planning for the future, and looking either to move or travel somewhere. And then what you don't see coming here, or what's hidden, is the Knight of Wands. Let's just get some clarification for the Knight of Wands for Cancer. Yeah, it says air fire, but I believe the Knight of Wands is water fire. They're Dragon of Cancer, so that's Cancer Leo, so I would think water fire. Anywho, all right. All right, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the top, but just the Knight of Wands, you know, is enthusiasm and passion, fearlessness, impulsiveness, impulsivity. So it could be that there might be some of this energy behind the Page of Cups, or behind this desire for travel. Doesn't have to be. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the first three off the top. Okay, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the balancing of opposites. It's self-trust, it's spiritual insight, emotional depth, but ability to remain like calm in emotional depth. Also things yet to be revealed. So is tarot teasing us like, yeah, you're in that, you're looking for clarification for that which is hidden. And the High Priestess is like, it's still yet to be revealed. We'll see. Let's get two more clarifying cards. Okay. All right, the Five of Wands. Okay, so that's conflict, you know, conflict sometimes of egos, you know, there's a lot of passion behind the conflict. So it could be feeling defensive, or just personality clashes. And then we have the Star. Wow, okay. This is not clarifying anything for me, because the Star is really about tapping into your spiritual energy, having hope, feeling inspired, feeling calm, content, meditate a little more and tap into your spiritual energy. But the Star is also positivity, and darn it, I need to add bathing suits to this deck. The Star is also positivity, but we have the Five of Wands, so there might be some clashing, there might be some disagreements. So it kind of looks like there is some really good spiritual energy behind this, you know, whatever ideas this Knight of Wands has. There's deep emotion and spiritual energy, but there's also some clashing of egos. All right. Let's look at the near future. Queen of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands has options. You're able to balance out what you need to balance out. We have the Death, so maybe death of the old, maybe death of the grief, moving on from that. Okay, we have the Tower. Interesting. Okay, clarify the Tower for me. I'm gonna use this deck to clarify the Tower. Queen of Wands. She's confident though. Maybe she's just indicating like she's putting an end to the BS. Queen of Wands is powerful. Okay, I had a flyer. I'm going to use that. And another flyer. Okay. 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 All right. So to clarify this further, we have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands here. So yes, that's what that means. Death, and death definitely means moving on from the grief. The Tower might mean telling you like it's really time to move on from the grief. There's going to be a lot of change, and you're going to let go of the old, and it might be forced if you don't do it some way or another, but it's time to let go of the grief. The Ace of Wands is just clarifying that for me. Now the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords indicates new ideas, a thirst for knowledge, communication, also restless mental energy, you know, just really wanting to share the ideas and get going, and joining with someone or being heard, you know. And so, so there, I mean, it might be that somebody gives you a message and it forces you to maybe let go of some of the old grief that you're might still be hanging on to. The King of Cups is, you know, he's definitely a close cousin to the Magician. You know, they're actually first cousins, not second cousins. The King of Cups really has emotional depth, but maintains that emotional balance. They're similar to the High Priestess. They're able to balance opposites pretty well. They are supportive. They are tolerant. They're empathic. They're not controlled by their emotions. So it's looking like this is just sort of supporting you, that these are supporting energies as change is coming about, and that you can maintain that balance and be the Queen of Wands, keep that courage, that confidence, and keeping some of that independence too. Maybe trying to work more with this Page of Swords. We'll see. Okay, clarification for the Magician. We're going to go back to this deck. Okay, 9 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And the Lovers. Yeah, definitely. So the Lovers is a choice to be open to love. It's indicating that people make a choice together. And I did not put bathing suits on these guys, so we're gonna cover them up there. But a choice for love. And then 10 of Pentacles is basically saying the choice is yours. You can step easily into that 10 of Pentacles energy again. Let this old stuff go, this old grief. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. You don't have to. You have found balance. Okay, there is a present energy of, whether it's from your hard work or a partnership or both, whether it's a business partnership, such as in the Three of Pentacles, whether it's a marriage, there's new energy with the Page of Cups coming towards you, okay? And it's confident, it's exciting, it's excited, whether it's your energy or the other person's or both. And there may be some, you know, it might be a little bit too much fire, you know, it might be a little bit of impulsivity there. You know, there might be some conflict, but if you tap into that spiritual aspect of yourself, balancing the opposites, this is going to be something that's manageable, and you'll maintain some of that independence, you know, maintain that Ace of Wands energy, but balance out, you know, that you're moving on from the past, moving on from grief, that you can balance that, letting that go, you know, still processing whatever remains of that, letting it go, to balance out and let some more joy into your life. The magician is saying, make that choice, okay? Make that choice to so the 9 of Cups is, you know, joy. It can also indicate, you know, if it were like in reverse, it'd be gluttony, addiction. So be careful, right? You want to keep things balanced, but this is letting joy into your life. 10 of Pentacles is, have faith that even though things didn't always work out the way that you had hoped, that this 10 of Pentacles is a happy, stable home, whether it's, you know, someone and their pets, and then they have their network of family and friends, or whether it's a single parent with their children, or whether it's a new or old couple. This is a happy, stable home. Okay, Cancer? And this is, the magician is the power of choice to manifest. And so the advice is to believe in this, that this is in your future, if you so choose. Beautiful, Cancer. And the Lovers is a choice for a partnership. So just saying that you have that choice in your life, that the opportunity is there. And with the King of Cups too, also clarifying the earlier cards, it's saying that you can tap into those deep emotions and maintain that balance at the same time. The days of grieving, you know, that's in the past. Time to let that go more. Honor your emotions and your power of choice. Step into joy more and know that this is yours if you want it. And it may already be yours, and if it is, then you make a choice to be proud of it, enjoy it. 10 of Pentacles is stability and family and love. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to take some time to put bathing suits on all my cards. And I'll be back momentarily with the reading for Scorpio and Pisces. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to All Signs reading for January 20th through the 31st of 2024. We're going to start this reading with first card, recent history, second, present, third, that which is hidden or you don't see coming, maybe something that may be helpful to gain insight on, something in the subconscious, fourth, near future, and fifth, advice, and we'll clarify with Rider-Waite. This is also Rider-Waite. It is a learning deck and it's beautiful. Some of the descriptions on it are just, they're very nice and objective, and I feel positive energy when I use these cards. So we're going to use them. Scorpio. Scorpios. Recent past for Scorpio. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates. Leave the rest. May you take from this session that which serves you best and leave the rest behind. I got 2 flyers. Whoop. Wow. Oh, no, I got 3. Okay, 3 flyers. We're going to go ahead and use them. Okay, so in the recent past, we have the 10 of Cups. Present moment, 8 of Pentacles. What you don't see coming or what's hidden, there's maybe a choice to be made. Maybe that's going to come up, that there are options or a need to manage some priorities, balance things out, balancing decisions. So that's what you don't see coming. We'll clarify as we move along. Near future, Scorpio, near future. It's a nice one. 3 of Cups. So this can indicate a happy reunion, celebration, collaboration in friendship, creativity, connection with community, happiness, joy. Very nice. So that's in the near future. So maybe, oh, okay, well, this makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you're looking at it now, you're seeing that you may need to balance between, I call this the elbow grease card, the 8 of Pentacles. You're really just putting in the work, learning a new craft. Maybe you've been doing this or you are in the process of doing this. Learning a skill, honing your skills, paying attention to detail for an endeavor, for maybe it's a financial endeavor or wanting to build something, whether it's a business, whether it's a community project that will bring your community stability, whether it's just obtaining maybe a certification or a licensure in a profession, something like that. So working hard. And in the near future, there is reunion, celebration, and so maybe balancing those things out. So that's just what I'm seeing now. We'll move on to advice and then we'll clarify. Okay, Scorpio, advice for Scorpio, January 20th through 31st, 2024. All right. The Star. Okay. So the Star is about maintaining hope, tapping into your spirituality, getting into a place of calm, feeling centered. And so it's in the advice column. So that I would interpret that as, advice just to stay centered in your purpose. Maybe if you have a spiritual practice that brings you peace, if you're not already doing that regularly, maybe think about the days you did do that more often and the benefits, and incorporate it a little bit more into your daily routine to get in touch with that hopeful, that peaceful, that calm, centered space within you. So that's the advice column. And I'm going to clarify before I talk more about all these cards together, just to give us more context here. 10 of Cups, as we know, is love, harmony, blissful relationships, usually signifying happy home, feeling like your conscious and your subconscious are aligned in the joy that you're manifesting in your life. Okay, so I had a flyer and a flipper, so I'm gonna get both of those. Okay, so Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. These wands came out first, so I'll do that. Knight of Wands came out second. All right, interesting. So in the past, maybe you built happiness through a passionate idea. And I don't know, maybe the Knight of Wands is you or someone else, but someone was very passionately going toward this idea with a lot of excitement. I want to see, make sure you can see that. Okay. All right, so let's get the third to clarify, get a little more here. And, okay, this makes sense. The Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands signifies, you know, being successful. It signifies victory, triumph, achieving what you go for. Sometimes it might mean like well-wishers, people who support you, just feeling good, feeling successful. And so this is in the recent past. So this may, you know, in recent past is different. Time is relative. So it just could be that this is something that you've established in your past through a passionate idea, through going for it, new passion, new desire. And the Knight of Wands went for it, and he was successful. And part of what he was going for was a happy home, happiness, fulfillment. You know, whether single or in a partnership, with or without children, just a happy home. You know, that means something different for everyone. It could be a happy home with lots of friends nearby or family nearby, but they don't live with you. It could be that you have lots of children. It could be that you're happily married. It could be that you have pets that you love. It could be that you live alone, but you have a wonderful community. You feel connected. You get your needs met, and you're happy. Okay. And so now there's the Eight of Pentacles, which is, I think, a good card. It's maybe in order to keep this up, you were realizing, okay, I've got to hone in my skills. I've got to put in a little more elbow grease. And so this is in the present time. Let's clarify a little more. Well, this is, I mean, all looking pretty nice, Scorpio. I love the positive energy in these cards, in this deck. Okay, we got a flyer. Okay. It wasn't, you know, it's saying, oh, it's so positive. And then we get a flyer here. Another flyer. Okay, I got two flyers and a flipper, so I'm taking those. This was the first one, the Tower. Doesn't have to be bad. Does not have to be bad at all. Okay, the Hanged Man. All right, another one that makes sense. And then we had a flipper. I'm looking at the flipper, and we have Four of Wands. Okay, all right. So this is, you know, the Four of Wands is also happy family, you know, reunion, celebrations, you know, feeling like part of the community or part of the family, and celebration. So, you know, I think that you just were called upon to maybe hone in on your skills, put in some more elbow grease and planning. The Pentacles is, you know, practical. So planning for practical matters, financial matters. And it sounds like, you know, this was brought about maybe by something of a Tower moment where you were really encouraged, and I apologize, children coming home. You were really encouraged to possibly let some old things go and start something new. So that's what this elbow grease is all about. The Hangman, you know, is about reflecting, going inward, trying to see things from a different perspective, taking a pause in order to see things from a different perspective. So, you know, this Tower moment probably encouraged you to do that. You may be spending a little bit of time doing that, but it's for the purpose of maintaining this joy, this Four of Wands celebration. So it looks like you're willing, you know, this Tower moment, whatever it was, you were willing to deal with, you know, the sudden change, whatever the difficulty was, whatever was not unexpected, that you were willing to look at it and deal with it and do what was necessary to maintain that happiness. Cool. Not a bad reading, Scorpio. Another flyer. Okay, we'll grab that one in a second. We have one flyer here. Okay. As he's coming. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first flyer was the Emperor. All right. Second was the Two of Wands. And then we have the Hermit. Okay. All right. So this is something that maybe you could gain more insight on, or that you don't see coming. So the Two of Pentacles is about balancing, you know, multiple priorities. It's about, you know, kind of, Pentacles indicate, you know, financial stability. So it can be about balancing the comings and goings of income. And then we have clarifying that the Emperor. So the Emperor is a father figure. It may be a father figure in your life, or you might be the father figure. But he signifies also stability, structure, authority, practicality, focus, discipline, and fatherhood. And so you may be balancing, maybe needing to be disciplined. Maybe you are a father, or you have a father who has certain expectations of you. And you're needing to balance that with your life as an adult or young adult, depending on, you know, where you are. And so that's for some of you. And then the Two of Wands here is about wanting, you know, maybe feeling like the grass is greener on the other side, or wanting to make plans, wanting to travel, you know, feeling like there are decisions. This is also a thing about deciding between options. This is more about balancing between options. This is about deciding, you know, maybe feeling like wanting to take a trip somewhere, feeling a little bit restless, maybe feeling a little detached from your current responsibilities. So trying, you know, maybe to so that's what this is indicating, that either is coming up, or that you might be experiencing more subconsciously, or someone, you know, around you is experiencing that. But I think this is more you. Now the Emperor could either be you, or it could be a father figure in your life. And so it's different for everyone. Scorpio, you're the one who decides on this. It's your life. I'm interpreting the cards that come through. You know, the cards are in touch with the universal subconscious energy, and I am interpreting them, but you're the one who really knows how this relates to you. Okay, and you know which way it goes. And then we have the Hermit. So maybe I feel like this might be you, just kind of soul searching, you know, trying to reflect, introspect, looking for inner guidance. Maybe not, you know, allowing depending on your personal situation, maybe not allowing the Emperor to dictate how you do things, but also deciding, you know, maybe some of what the Emperor is saying is correct for me, maybe some of it's not. Really wanting, even though there's part of you that's feeling like you want to be somewhere else, or you're feeling a little detached from maybe some of your responsibilities at this time, and having a hard time maybe balancing it all. There's part of you that feels like, well, maybe I don't want to, you know, escape it. Maybe I need to search within myself and figure out what the right thing to do is. So that's what these three cards are indicating here, with the, you know, the Emperor, the Two of Wands, and the Hermit. Then we have the Three of Cups. So that is the near future. Okay, near future. All right. Three of Cups is sometimes, you know, reunion, celebration, getting together with old friends. So let's see here. So collaborative, creativity, friendship. All right, so. In the future for Scorpio, we got a flyer. We got a flyer. Shuffle 2 more times and take the first 2 off the deck unless I get another flyer. Okay. King of Wands. 2 of Swords. And the Justice. The Justice was in reverse. Okay. So the King of Wands, he is stepping into his own strength. He's a little more farsighted than the Knight of Wands, meaning, you know, he sees things coming down the pike. He can plan. He's passionate. You know, he's not like the most practical. The King of Wands and even the Emperor are more practical. King of Pentacles and the Emperor are, and the Magician, they're more practical. But the King of Wands, he has authority. He feels comfortable in his authority. He's willing to make difficult choices. And so this might be you willing to make difficult choices, male or female. And after taking some time as the Hermit to reflect, there's still the Two of Swords. There's still difficulty in a choice. There's still this difficulty not knowing what to choose, you know, kind of in a stalemate, just not being faced with a difficult decision, kind of feeling stressed about it, not completely clear. You know, she has the bandana covering her eyes, and so she may have some divided loyalty or feeling stuck between two decisions, two different areas. So some Scorpios, you might be feeling divided between your responsibilities to this, you know, this home, or your responsibilities to this Emperor figure, and to like your own happiness, or what you kind of look toward, what you dream of for your joy. There might be a conflict here, and so it's going to be different for everyone, but there is a conflict in the Scorpio collective here. And then Justice in reverse. So the Justice in reverse, so might be that there's some dishonesty going on. It could be like karmic, something with karma, whether it's karma coming to you, or you're just not, maybe you're not. It's also about like not being fully honest, or wanting to be fair but not seeing a fair solution, and it doesn't have to be that you're being dishonest. It could be someone's being dishonest with you, or you might be having difficulty kind of seeing everything and seeing clearly what is the best decision, what is the best decision based on truth, honesty, you know, cause and effect. What's the best decision? So the reversal could just mean that that's not clear to you, maybe, or that you might not be totally looking at that there's just so much conflict, it's difficult. So, you know, and take it as it resonates. Again, leave the rest behind, but that's what the cards are saying. That it's fairness is difficult in the situation, or there's some dishonesty. And, you know, it might be somebody being dishonest toward you, or not telling you everything, or that maybe the Emperor isn't, you feel that the Emperor isn't being fair to you if, you know, you make a certain decision in your life to make yourself happy. So again, take it as it resonates, dear Scorpio. Everyone is different. We are tapping into the universal subconscious of Scorpio, and this is a general reading. And I hope you can take from this that which is most helpful. And so in the advice, we have the Star. 3 cards. Yeah. I'm just going to take 3 off the top unless we have a flyer. Okay. 3 of Wands. Interesting. 3 of Swords. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Okay. So clarifying the Star is taking some, so the Star is about taking some time for you to get in touch with your dreams, feeling content, inspired, creative, healing. And so that's in the advice. And the 3 of Wands is a card of travel, forward planning, having self-confidence, believing in yourself, tapping into your freedom, being happy with your own choices. Also, it's about hard work paying off. It's about not limiting yourself. So, it could be, and then we have the 3 of Swords, which is kind of heartbreak, disappointment. So it might, you know, in the 3 of Wands here, the man is not, he's not looking at the heartbreak here. He's kind of moving on. And then we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is their, you know, following his heart, looking for the ideal love. They are, the Knight of Cups is full of new ideas. He is ready to offer love from, you know, he might not, you know, be as wise or as deep as the King of Cups, but he's there with a genuine heart wanting to offer love, or he has love available to offer, whether he wants to offer it to someone yet or not. And so these cards are saying, you know, both the man in the 3 of Wands, or a woman in the 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups are facing away from the 3 of Swords. So it's saying, you know, allow your heart to heal from any heartbreak, from from loneliness. You know, that Three of Swords can also indicate like separation, heartbreak, grief, sorrow. So this advice row is saying allow yourself to focus maybe on other things as you heal, right? The Hermit takes time to heal, and the Star card takes time also to heal on spiritually and finds renewed hope. Okay, and so as you move maybe from the Hermit to the Star, you are encouraged to find that renewed hope for love within you, and you know, to be happy with your choices, to maybe embrace freedom, to allow yourself maybe travel or planning for moving forward in your life. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this is helpful. And moving on now to the Pisces. Whoopsie. Alrighty. Pisces. All right, let's go Pisces. All right, dear Pisces. Shuffle. Okay, take it. Got a flyer. I'll adjust my, maybe I can adjust it now. Maybe you can see better if I'm a little closer in here. Hello. Okay. I might have to work on this later. Okay, Pisces. Got a flyer. Shuffle. All right. We'll take that flyer. For the recent past is the King of Wands. Okay. Current energies. The Magician. Good. Good, Pisces. All right. Okay, we got another flyer. It's not an easy one, but we can handle it. We're the Magician in the present energy. And actually, this might be a welcome tower. We'll see. So what we need, so recent history, King of Wands, current energies, the Magician, what's hidden, what we don't see coming, but also maybe what we could gain more insight in, maybe that's more in our subconscious, what we could gain more conscious awareness of. Okay, got a flyer, got a flyer. Okay, wow. Oh, Pisces, okay. Not the easiest. We got 5 wands in the near future. It's okay, it's all good, baby. You can handle it. Okay, so for advice for Pisces for March 20th to 31st. All right, in the advice column, we have advice for Pisces. And there is another Pisces reading on this channel for a similar time frame. And these readings may correlate. I recall they do. Okay, advice for Pisces. Judgment. Okay, so we have in the recent past King of Wands. King of Wands is passionate, decisive, independent, optimistic, a little bit impulsive. He's confident in his decisions. And so we'll clarify a little more as far as context for you. That this may be you. It may be somebody you know, in your life. And currently in the current energies, we have the Magician. The Magician has all the tools he needs to manifest and handle anything. The Magician has the pragmatic ability of the Pentacles, of the King and Queen of Pentacles, the emotional insight and depth of the King and Queen of Cups, the ability to remain rational and logical as the King and Queen of Swords, and also the ability for strength and drive and determination and confidence like the King and Queen of Wands. So that's the present energy, Pisces, your present energy. All right. So, and then the Tower, you know, can be sudden change or sudden insights. It doesn't have to be change. It could be sudden insights that cause change. you know, being suddenly aware of something that is forcing you to make a decision maybe that you were thinking about or weren't sure about. It can be sudden change or some sort of chaos. It can be a release from old patterns, just sudden release. Hang on a second. Right. Okay, I'm back here, getting back into that train of thought. Okay, so the Tower, it can be sudden change. Sudden insight, and it can also be release from old stuff. Like, so maybe there's a sudden insight and you're released from something, you know, that you need to get away from. So it can be a good sudden change, but there is, like, you know, whether it's in your life or someone else's life, or just in a long-held idea, something is coming to an end, or there's chaos or destruction. Again, it can be destruction of an old belief system. Excuse me. Okay, and then in the near future, we have the the Seven of Wands. Okay, it's kind of similar to the Five of Wands, you know, the conflict. So the Seven of Wands is, the Seven of Wands is actually a lot more positive in my opinion. It's standing up for your beliefs. It's, you know, persevering. It's not stepping down, you know. It can be taking the high road, being assertive, fighting your corner, just standing up for what you believe in. So this Tower moment may cause you to do some of this. You know, we'll see. And then we have Judgment. So Judgment is about truth, clarity, things coming out into the open. It can be, you know, evaluating things. It can also mean awakening, renewal. It can also bring about joy and confidence and self-expression, you know, feeling free that you are in the truth. And also it can mean forgiving. So if somebody was hurtful to you, you are forgiving them, or if you made a mistake in the past and you may be forgiven by someone. Let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, King of Wands. We're clarifying for the King of Wands in the recent past. Dear Pisces. One more shuffle and take off the top, or if there's a flyer, I take the flyer. All right. Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands is clarifying the King of Wands. The Emperor. Okay, gosh, all this masculine fire energy here. Okay, all right. The King of Wands is kind of like a hybrid between the Knight of Wands. If the next one is the King of Wands, all right, then this is clear. Okay, Four of Wands. Okay, so this could be your energy, but I get the sense that it's someone else's energy. The King of Wands kind of knows what he wants. He knows how to get it. He's independent. He's decisive. He can be impulsive, like the Knight of Wands. He's also good at inspiring others. So the Knight of Wands is a little bit more impulsive, doesn't really think that far ahead sometimes, you know, isn't always aware of the consequences of their choices, you know, is much more impulsive. And the Emperor is fire element as well. And so we've got Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, King of Wands, more fire Sagittarius. We've got Aries energy. The Emperor is Aries, and we have Leo energy and fire energy. And the Emperor is maybe like, he's more disciplined than the King of Wands, a little more disciplined, more into establishing stability. He also, he can be very authoritative, wants to be in control, is able to be practical, disciplined, logical. It's a father figure. And so this is just clarifying that the King of Wands here, this person, whether they were interested in you or they were an influence in your life, if it was a parent figure or a not necessarily a romantic figure, romantic person, it could just be someone, a partner in business. But this fire energy, this person was having some strong influence in your life. And Four of Wands in the recent past, happy reunions, you know, feeling connected to the community, family, being together. So this is in your past. And currently you have the Magician. And so this can also just be feeling connected to the community. I'd like to get more on that Four of Wands. I'm just going to ask for clarification for the Four of Wands. Let's ask for 2 cards to clarify the Four of Wands. Okay, 2 cards just flew out. Got Temperance and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so in order to enjoy this in the past, it was important for you to have patience, to balance out the emotional with the logical. But you also felt stuck. There was a difficult situation. The Eight of Swords is, you know, not having all the information. She's blindfolded, and you know, the Swords is about clarity. You know, information that brings clarity. And you, in the past, weren't able to get the clarity in order to really manifest this, I think, in the way that your heart space would have wanted or worked toward. That your water symbolizes emotion, and the Temperance symbolizing the balancing of emotions, that this wasn't there for you completely. It was needed. You needed it. You wanted that. You wanted peace, patience, moderation, tranquility, harmonious relationships. That's, you know, that's what this card symbolizes. But there was information around you that was blocking you, and you felt a little stuck. Okay, so that's what this is telling me. So whether that was in a relationship with a King of Wands figure, that's what it's telling me. For everyone, it can be a little different, but for a lot of you, that's what the energy that's coming out. All right, so let's clarify the Magician in the present time. Okay, we had one flyer. I'm taking that. Okay, the Five of Swords. Interesting. All right, maybe we'll just take the 2 off the top. Hanged Man. The Empress. Okay. So the Five of Swords in reverse is a good thing, okay? That's the end of the deceit. So the woman in this card, she may be around deceitful energy. She feels stuck, like she can't make a good decision. She wants to, but she really wants to, but her hands are tied. Something's blocking her, okay? And I think something was blocking her from having this Four of Wands, maybe with a masculine, fiery figure. Okay, this Temperance was needed. She wanted Temperance, but something was not allowing that, and she couldn't see exactly what it was. The Five of Swords in the present moment. So I like it better when the Five of Swords is in this direction, because it's saying that it's an end to underhanded behavior. So the Five of Swords upright would be like underhanded behavior, deceit, kind of taking advantage of someone who's vulnerable. It's really an awful energy. It's like a passive aggressive behavior, putting someone in a crappy situation and leaving them there. That's kind of what the Five of Swords indicates, but it's upside down. So that may be either that you, if you were around this energy in the past, you are using your Magician powers, abilities to walk away from this, to not allow this to impact you if it did impact you in the past. All right, my dear, it's allowing you to find that inner strength of the Magician. The Magician is all about the power of choice. The Magician is about creating their own life and realizing the power in that the Magician is definitely not by far from being a victim. In fact, they're the opposite. That they know that they are the creator of their own life, even when they go through difficult things. They maintain that ability and that strength. The Magician knows what it takes to get himself in a positive situation if he so chooses. He has to make that choice. And so this card upside down tells me that there was this energy around you, but either you're moving on from it, you're not letting it impact you, or there may be some communication for someone who had this energy towards you to come clean. They might be wanting to come clean, or they might be seeking a peaceful resolution. Now, you're the Magician. You're not looking back at this. You probably could care less at this point, but just know that there's an energy of someone who has been deceitful, who's seeking potentially seeking peaceful resolution, or they want to be more honest about something in the past, and you may or may not care much or need it, but that's the energy. because you're in the magician place, you're in that space. You have your own willpower and determination. You're making things happen. You're manifesting your desires. But we have the Hanged Man, so you may also, even though you are, it seems like you're ready to manifest your desires, some of this is tempered with needing to let go of some things, needing some, maybe some spiritual, emotional release, maybe not feeling quite free quite yet. It's definitely better. You know, the Hanged Man is definitely not in the Eight of Swords energy anymore. Definitely in a better place, but they're just also taking a moment to kind of catch their breath and maybe see things from another light. The circle around this young man's head is showing increased insight, clearer perspective. So it might also be just saying, Pisces, you have the ability to be the magician, but we're moving past this Five of Swords energy that you were dealing with in the past, and you know, and that must have been tough. And maybe it's good to take some time to reflect and see things from another perspective for you. This might be important for your healing, really, honestly, so you can step more into this magician manifestation energy. And then you have the Empress as well. And so this is just kind of reminding you of your power, of your strength. The Empress is confident. She is also about manifesting. She manifests her own happiness. She has a nice balance of that emotional, nurturing energy of the Queen of Cups and the fiery, confident decision-making energy of the Queen of Wands. And she's, you know, she's been practical, and she is, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is also incredibly nurturing. And so she has this wonderful combination of those energies. And but she's also, you know, able to find harmony and balance in her life. She attracts positive energy. You know, usually she may attract people, you know, who are maybe jealous or wanting something from her, but she doesn't really give it any energy. She's magnetic. And so this is saying to me, Pisces, that whether masculine or feminine, you have this manifestation ability. You have all the tools you need to create happiness in your life. You have them, but it is, you know, time to maybe forgive. You know, don't let down your guard completely. Take care of yourself, because this isn't great energy that you have dealt with in the past. And it's still kind of hanging out here. It might be trying to do things differently. And you have the Hanged Man, so it could be that the person who did this is taking time out to reflect, or that it's important for you to take time to reflect so you can let things go, so you can forgive others or forgive yourself if you played a role in whatever the difficulty was here, whether or not you did play a role, just reflecting and learning from it, but also letting the pain go, letting it go so you can step into this beautiful energy. And we have the Tower. So this can be, as I said, sudden change, unexpected. It can also be sudden insights. The Hanged Man may be getting sudden insight to release an old pattern. Let's seek some clarification here. One more shuffle, and then I'll take any flyers or off the top. Okay, just off the top. Here we go. All right, Seven of Wands. Okay. We got the Seven of Wands twice here. So this is saying, it's telling me stand your ground, Pisces. Stand your ground as the Empress. Stand your ground. This old sword energy, it better not, you know, don't let it mess with you. Stand your ground. Very clear. High Priestess. Awesome. Awesome energy for Pisces, along with the Empress and the Magician. All right, next one. Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about taking time out to heal. And it's an indication that you might need that, Pisces. And I mean, as I said in the last Pisces reading, things have not been particularly easy for Pisces and Cancer. In Pisces, we've had this sextile energy where we've been able to problem solve a lot, but Pluto and Capricorn, we've had, especially Decan 3 in recent, very recent, like the past 2 years, we've been faced with a lot of significant changes, but we've been able to be pragmatic and be practical, and dot our, I's, cross our T's, to have some foresight with, if you're a Pisces sun in third decan, or you have significant planets or points in between about, like I'd say 20 to 30 degrees of Pisces, you've been able to be pragmatic and strategize and be practical in order to get through some very difficult tower moments. But they've been stressful. They've really been stressful. Okay, it hasn't been easy. Let's just put it that way. And so this is saying that the chaos, I'm seeing this as saying the chaos that you've dealt with that has caused change, there's still some healing. Only take what's helpful, what resonates with you individually. But this is saying there's a need to recoup. It's time to continue to heal. Give yourself that love and that time. It's okay. You don't have to, keep running with the races. You can take some time to heal. Still, keep the practicality of the Magician and the Empress. Still be that creator. Know you have that in you, but there's some healing to be done here. And the High Priestess is about inner knowing, insights. And so discovering your own truth. It's funny that this is showing up in the what's hidden, or what can we gain more insight in, because the High Priestess also talks about things to be revealed, having insights. It's also about balancing the opposites, balancing two opposites. And she has the moon here, so it's about emotional intuition, emotional insight. She trusts herself. And so your inner knowing may help you in healing, but it's also inner knowing and standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your truth, trusting yourself and standing up for your truth. There's some of this here that's required still. Okay, so that's that. All right, clarification for the Five of Wands in the near future. This can also just be that you're, maintaining control through your determination, through the fact that you're not going to step down. All right, cool. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh, reverse. Okay, so clarifying this is Seven of Pentacles is things coming to fruition, hard work paying off. It can be like an inheritance. So inheritance or enjoying the fruits of your labor, blocked expression of love. Queen of Wands is confident. It could be that the Queen of Wands is the one who possesses this inheritance. And then there's fighting around it. That's your near future. That could be for some of you, okay? Not everybody. It could also be that you are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're the Queen of Wands who's been confident in going for what you want. The Queen of Wands is confident and competitive. She does enjoy the limelight. So I have a feeling that this Queen of Wands is the one who possesses whatever this argument is over. And she may or may not be enjoying this, okay? She may be feeding into this, or she may, or it may be you're not feeding into it necessarily, but you may possess something that someone else wants and you're having to stand your ground. There's unrequited love. There might be that somebody is resentful due to unrequited love, and there's an argument there and you have to stand your ground. Maybe they, are not happy with you. But I don't think that's what it is, because you have the Seven of Wands here as well. I think I think that there's some chaos with this Queen of Wands, maybe. Or the Queen of Wands could help with this. But they're kind of, there's not, you know, the love isn't exchanged as much. And there's some sort of disconnect here. There's a disconnect, an emotional disconnect, and some sort of disagreement. And I have a feeling that the Queen of Wands is, you know, for some of you, that there's a female figure or a female energy that has something that others are fighting over. So whether it's you that has something, or someone in your life, and there are other people who feel they need to fight with you about it, but you're here just looking at your Seven of Pentacles like, I'm good. You have your Pentacles and you are the Magician, and so don't let this stuff distract you from that, okay? Don't let this stuff distract you. Take time to heal. Be proud of your Seven Pentacles, and know that you can step into that Magician energy whenever you need to. But it's important that you take time to heal and gain some new perspectives. Maybe forgive the old so that it's easier to move on. All right, so Judgment. We're going to clarify Judgment now for Pisces. Awakening, renewal, forgiving. Judgment's also a lot about forgiving. So is the Five of Swords in some way. Or at least the Five of Swords is more like a peaceful resolution. The Judgment is more about forgiving. Maybe that the advice is to forgive whoever wants to fight with you, or maybe if you're not the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Cups, there's been a disconnect or they haven't been supportive of you, that you can forgive them. That's the advice. Because really, I mean, you're the Magician. You don't need to worry about the drama. You really don't, Pisces. I think that's what this reading is trying to tell you. You're the High Priestess. Even when there's a tower, you still maintain balance. But it's important for you to take time to heal, okay? Because life ain't all rainbows and butterflies, that's for sure. Clarification for Judgment. 3 cards. Take a flyer if it comes out. One more shuffle. All right. The Fool. 2 of Cups. Huh. 10 of Cups. Baby. All right. So this is giving me the feeling that the advice is here that the Judgment can mean for giving, okay? And it's time for you to, you know, take care of yourself, have your boundaries, but forgive. You know, if the Queen of Wands isn't you and it's another energy in your life where there's a disconnect, and you know they like that arguing around them, and it's not been helpful to you, you don't have to engage. You know, you stand your ground, but you don't need to feed into this. You can just forgive that. You know, someone who held you in this spot in the past, you know, they missed out clearly because you were wanting temperance and teamwork. The temperance is about balancing emotional energies and working together to find that balance and happiness, patience. It's about harmonious relationships, and they missed out on that with you. They really did, and I think they're recognizing that now, okay? And you are the Magician and the Empress and the High Priestess, but you've got to take some time for your own healing and stand your ground, but maybe don't react so much. Just stand your ground. That's all you have to do. Stand your ground, take time to heal. Appreciate those 7 Pentacles, because you worked for that. You worked hard for that. And you know, the Ace of Cups in reverse, there's still like some stuff to deal with here, right? But Judgment is telling you, no matter what the situation, whether it's a family conflict, whether it's a conflict with, you know, a scorned lover, whatever it is, Judgment is saying, forgive it. Just forgive it. The Fool is saying, start on a clean slate. It's time for that. It's time to just trust. The 2 of Cups is about making a choice in love. So, you know, as you've healed, as you've forgiven, you can make a choice in love for happiness. This is open to you, okay? You are the Empress and the Magician. this is open to you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is happy home, fulfilled emotions, whether it's a home, you know, as a single person or a married person or person in a partnership, person with children, without children, with pets. It's just somebody who's happy, who feels connected in their heart, who has a peaceful home. And this is you. 2 of Cups says a partnership, that there is a partnership, compatibility, potential soulmates, that there's balance, that you can enter into a relationship where there's balance, equality, and mutual respect. And so now it's time to forgive, so you can have that clean slate. You know, don't be afraid to step into life. You can remember those times where you had that open heart, where you were open to new things, new relationships, new friendships. Remember that feeling, Pisces. Forgive this old stuff so that you can open to this. The 2 of Cups. You deserve this. And the 10 of Cups. Spirit, universal subconscious is saying this is yours if you so want it. But it's important to reflect, you know, on you, right? And forgive past pains, you know, and take time to heal. So Pisces, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. All right. Now we are going for, let's do fire signs. We got a lot of fire energy here. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Okay. All right. Fire signs. Let's go. Let's start with Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay. All right, Aries. Shuffling for Aries. January 20th through 31st, 2024. Whoop. All right, came out. Put it out. 2 of Cups again. 2 of Cups. All right, so that's in the recent past, Aries. Recent past. Now we're shuffling for present moment. Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay, let's keep going. All right, take it off the top. Justice. Okay. Fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, cause and effect. This could be interpreted a lot of ways, so we're going to get clarification. Whoop! Flyer! Oh, gosh. All right. What you don't see coming, what's hidden. Page of Cups in reverse. All right. So what you don't see coming, or maybe what you could have some insight on to move forward in the direction you desire. Okay, next card is the near future. Take it off the top and look at the flyer. Near future, Aries. Okay, the chariot. The chariot. Okay, fire and Aries, let's go. And then the last card, advice for Aries. Judgment. Didn't Pisces just get this? Pisces just got this. All right. Well, I guess that's in the universal subconscious, big time. Maybe for the Pisces Aries cuspers, or for the Pisces who have Aries planets, and the Aries who have Pisces planets. If your sun is in Aries, you may have Venus. If your sun is in Pisces or Aries, yeah, you likely have Venus and or Mercury in Pisces or Aries, just because of the way the planets, you know, dance in the sky. So here we go. We have in recent past 2 of Cups. So there was a partnership here. Now it doesn't mean the relationship's over, but it sounds like, yeah, it's in the recent past. So there was a choice for a partnership. There was a mutual attraction. There was a connection. Okay, that's the 2 of Cups. Mutual attraction, connection, possibly a relationship or a proposal. In the current moment, we have justice. So there's a balancing. Whether it was this relationship wasn't completely balanced, something's being balanced, or some truth is coming to light that's supporting equality. The effects of a past cause are coming to light. something's getting balanced, or truth is coming out. In the area where either what's hidden or what you don't see coming or what you could gain insight on is Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is, you know, usually a young person with new creative ideas, or a young person who is really wanting to share new love, or who's very sensitive and wanting to connect. He or she is a dreamer. They're open to possibility, and so upright, it's also creative possibility. When it's reversed, it can mean that there might be a creative block, or there's some disappointment in a creative project, or you know, maybe there was some disappointment that something didn't work out, whether it's due to you know, emotional immaturity, or not even that, maybe just like something unresolved from childhood that needed to be cleared. But so those are all the possibilities here. So this is a general reading, Aries. Take what resonates for you. Okay, so for some of you it might be a creative project that just didn't take flight, and for some of you it might be that there was a love connection maybe that didn't work out due to unresolved childhood issues, or there was just some sort of disappointment. And this doesn't even have to be you. It can be you have a child who's experiencing some disappointment, not connecting in the way they want. So if you're a parent, definitely just, you know, don't barge into your child's emotional life if they're not open to it, but, you know, just check on them, see how they're doing. It could be that there's a child in your life that is sensitive and thoughtful, maybe more introverted, or just needing some healthy connections. If it's appropriate and if that resonates, you have an older child, then you might want to check in on them. That's only for some of you, okay? And then in the near future, we have the Chariot. So if for you it was that the relationship, you know, didn't work out, or was paused or blocked, if that's what this is indicating, the Chariot is about movement, you know, being determined, having willpower, having more direction. The Page of Cups maybe didn't have direction if we're talking about a relationship. And the Chariot is saying, okay, you're finding that direction. So that's for some of you. If you're thinking about a relationship with a romantic relationship with an adult, where there was mutual attraction, unified love. If that's what you're thinking about now, in relation to the Page of Cups, this is saying that you're getting some direction. Judgment is about self-reflection. It's about forgiving others. It's about rebirth, forgiving others, forgiving yourself. So we'll clarify. Let's clarify. Because, you know, this could go a lot of different ways, and it's probably, you know, everybody is thinking of something different as they're seeing this. This is the Aries collective. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Only take what serves your healthiest, highest good, what serves the good for you and for those in your life. And what resonates with you to be helpful. All right, one last shuffle, and then I'll take the first three off the top to clarify Two of Cups. Clarify Two of Cups. All right, that wanted to fly. All right, we've got the King of Wands, the Hanged Man. Okay, King of Wands. All right, and the Tower. Okay, so Aries, this is saying, no, this is for some of you, not all of you. Aries, I think you're the King of Wands. Okay, you technically are the King of Wands is the King of Fire, and so you were feeling passionate about this mutual attraction, this connection. There was passion. You felt determined about it. You felt decisive at one point, optimistic. Now you may have had some impulsivity around it. And the Hanged Man, oh gosh, the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so there was impulsivity, because the Hanged Man in reverse means that you didn't really take the time to have a full perspective on something. And a hangman in reverse can also mean feeling apathetic, you know, not interested in something. So it seems like you were impulsive. The Tower, so this definitely is in the past. I don't think that this relationship is in the present right now, but there was some impulsivity, lack of perspective, and discontentment, whether that was coming from within you or from the relationship itself, or both. And because of that, there was a Tower moment, okay, in the relationship. It just didn't exactly work out. And you know, the Tower is pretty dramatic. It could also be that their relationship was more destructive than anything. Whatever it was, there was love, mutual attraction, but it just didn't work out. So that's that. It's in the past anyway. So if it resonates, take it. If not, you know, for some of you, it could just be that you had some sudden insights about, you know, you're impulsive in the relationship. You had some sudden insights and realized you weren't having a clear perspective, or that you just felt disenchanted or disengaged for some whatever reason. Or you could have felt disengaged because there was other chaos going on in your life at the time that didn't have anything to do with this. Okay, so that's that. And if you're, you know, in a relationship and you've been in a relationship, this could be more of like a creative project. Everyone will be a little different. Clarify justice. Clarify justice in the present moment. All right. Nine of Pentacles. That's good. Good, good. Like that. Ace of Wands. All right. That's a good one too. Page of Swords. Okay, so justice in the present moment. All right. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who's independent, someone who's independently wealthy, someone who works hard. They've established financial stability. Maybe they, they have abundance through hard work, and they have freedom, they have wisdom. And so there's justice here. So it could be, you know, this could be you, that, you know, things are going to be fair and that you will be rewarded for your hard work. Things are fair and you're being rewarded for your hard work. That's good. The Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is like passionate new idea. It's just a brand new idea and it's coming in quick. And so, yeah, that's basically the Ace of Wands. It's a new idea. It's coming in quick. It's based on something creative, passionate. It could be that there is something you're very passionate about. And then the Page of Swords is, so the Ace of Wands is not patient. The Ace of Wands is like, you know, I have an idea and wanting this idea to come to fruition now, right? Let's go right now. The Page of Swords is more about, there's some patience needed. You know, there's some information we don't have yet. We have to plan, you know, we have to calculate, we have to communicate about things. You know, the information is there, but we can't just dive into it. We have to look through it, you know, and establish things and approach this in a scientific manner. And the Ace of Wands is like, let's go, 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 go. You know, let's go with it now. Time is of the essence. So if you're Aries, I feel like the Ace of Wands is more your energy, and you might be working with someone who is more like, well, we have to, you know, figure out, like, calculate things first before we take those steps. Or it could also be that you are seeking justice. Maybe you might want to bring things into balance in your life, whether it's in your finances, whether it's in a legal matter, whether it's in your career, and you are ready for that. You feel like you've got the knowledge, the determination, the ability to just move forward in that, but you're being told, well, in order for justice to really happen, we have more calculations, okay? Either way, though, there is stability here. This is kind of like telling me, like, for some of you, not all of you, that this is about like divorce proceedings, that, you know, and dealing with a legal dispute, trying to figure out like how to most fairly wrap things up, and you're wanting things to be wrapped up quicker than they are. That's what it looks like. But either way, it seems like you're going to be just fine no matter how they wrap up, and just maintain, like, continue to. This symbolizes like money earned through hard work, so that you can, and stability. So you'll maintain this even if things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like them to. So that's for some of you if you're dealing with divorce proceedings. And yeah, that kind of makes sense after the Tower moment, the Two of Cups, the Tower moment. Yeah, the lackluster feeling, the disengagement from the current situation. King of Wands, a little impulsive. Tower, divorce. It makes sense. It kind of speaking for itself. So this might be for a fair amount of you. And then the Page of Cups in the present moment. Okay, so it's reversed. So some creative block. The ideas aren't moving forward, or some emotional disappointment, or some need to heal childhood wounds in order to move on. Yeah, I feel like it's something like that for some of you. But anywho, let's go ahead and clarify the Page of Cups. There was a flyer, and that went through. I was feeling some emotion there. So let's see what it is. Okay, I'm going to take this flyer first. Oh, a Four of Wands upside down. Okay. King of Swords. Two of Wands. Okay. All right. So the Four of Wands is about happy families, reunions, celebrations. When it's upside down, it can, you know, signify like, you know, the family isn't quite as happy. Things aren't perfect at home. There might be a canceled celebration or postponed celebration. It can also mean like kids are leaving the home, and that might be difficult if you're a parent, or if you're the kid leaving the home, that you might be leaving a home where things aren't really that happy. That's okay. You know, you still love people in your home, but maybe it's just not the right place for you at this time in your life. Or it might be that you're the parent and kids are leaving the home, and maybe you're a little sad, a little mad sad. Just kidding. Just, you know, a little sad about that. Or to just be, yeah, you know, this union, this home that you wanted to build, it just didn't turn out that way. And so you might be dealing with some sadness about that, but it's hidden. So it might be that you're kind of suppressing the sadness. You haven't really worked through it as much maybe as you need to for some of you. The King of Swords is about making mind over heart decisions. I have a feeling for some of you that this was you, Aries, making mind over heart decisions, and not really allowing yourself to tap into the emotional awareness or the emotional wisdom. And that may or may not help you, but it didn't serve the purposes of having a happier home, that's for sure. So that's for some of you. For others of you, it might be that you were with a King of Cups in the home, and there's just King of Swords, sorry, someone who had that King of Swords energy, whether it was a parent, mother or father, or just someone in that home with that energy, and it didn't serve the purpose, you know, making the mind over heart decisions played a role maybe. And the Two of Wands is about, you know, the grass is greener on the other side, you know, trying to make a decision for a future plan, you know, maybe desiring to move, feeling restless where you are, maybe feeling a little detached, a little you know, kind of wanting to get out there and see what else is out there in the world. So that kind of goes along with the Page of Cups in reverse and the Four of Wands. So I think that might be you, or that's children who you love who maybe are getting ready to explore the world. And it's not that they don't love you, or that you didn't do great things for them as a parent, but they are ready to explore, and you might be a little sad about that, and that's okay, you know, but you also wish them well and love them. You know, that's Judgment, wishing well. you know, or it's you. This is you getting ready, because Chariot is like, all right, I'm going on a trip. I'm going for what I want now. It's, you know, it's about me doing what I want. We'll see. We'll clarify. All right. So again, this is different for everyone. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Take what resonates for your highest good. If you feel very strongly that it is, you know, speaking to your situation, take this in, you know, but also use that logical awareness and balance that with the emotions if there's an emotional resonance here. So the Chariot in the near future. All right, for Aries, let's go. Aries, Chariot, near future, January 2024. Doesn't mean that you're doing this in January, just in your future. All right, I'm going to take the first three off the top. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Devil. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Chariot. So the Chariot is about movement, making a choice, feeling determined, leaving something, finding direction, having courage. Okay, that's the Chariot. Sometimes it can be moving toward a emotional, something that's going to give you emotional connection or satisfaction or joy, because of it is the card is Cancer. But it's departing the old and having willpower, feeling in control. So you're stepping away from this kind of, you know, wanderlust, feeling detached from things, and you're made a decision. And the Ace of Swords is a brand new idea. It is new plans. It's also mental clarity, clear thinking, having breakthroughs, communicating, and so you may be deciding with clarity and making new plans in a new direction. Okay, so that's great. The Devil, you know, this might be saying, okay, just, you know, be cautious, like what you're looking for. You know, why are you going in this new direction? Is it for like a compulsive thing? Is it to satisfy, you know, an ego issue, you know, an issue with your ego? Is it something you feel like you have to keep secret? If so, maybe there might be a healthier way to go about it. Or are you dealing with an addiction or a health issue? So it's important just to be aware of that. You know, use your clarity, right? Clarity of mind as you're making this decision to go on this, to take this movement. I think go on a journey, or to go in a new direction. Okay, departing from the old, giving yourself permission to do that now that your children have moved on. So that's for some of you. For some of you, just also being aware the direction you're going. You know, try to do it with a clear mind. If there's health issue or addiction that you're you know, paying heed to that. That's for some of you, not all of you, okay? It could also be that you're trying to move away from this, that you're taking a direction away from it. Because Ace of Swords is clarity of mind, but it's also new ideas. So you decide, Aries, what resonates for you in this reading. And then we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is, you know, it looks like a mother figure with her child, but it's basically an, you know, it's a adult with their child. The child could be like actual child, or it could be a creative project, but this person in this boat is nurturing this child, this whether it's a person, a little person, or a creative project, and they're going to safety. They've made a choice to leave the old behind. So that's for some of you, that you're leaving the old behind. You're leaving this energy behind, moving towards something new. Okay, so that's for some of you as well. Either way, there's movement away from the negativity towards something better. And the Ace of Swords in your near future, that you're going to have some more clarity around this. So that's a good thing. That's good. All right, and then we have Judgment as advice. And so when it's in the advice, I usually think it's like forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, having mercy on others, finding a new phase in life. Also just evaluating yourself, but, you know, in a loving, just honest way. You know, how can I learn from things and be the best version of me? You know, how can I look at myself very honestly, you know, without judging, just being clear and maybe awaken to an even better version of me from what I've learned. That's usually what it is in the advice column, but we're gonna clarify. Okay, Judgment for Aries. Okay, first three off the deck at the Empress in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. The Five of Swords, huh? Okay, eek. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So this isn't, I mean, the Empress in reverse might be like new ideas being like halted for a little bit. It can be disharmony. It can also just mean infertility, you know, or just a halting on growth, because the Empress is about growth and nurturing. So there might be like a pause here for that. Or maybe for you to pause, because it's in the advice, so it might be saying pause on trying to grow too much stuff right now. Pause on that for a moment. And we're going to need some more clarification. Then we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is kind of like deception. Huh, deception. Okay, so Judgment, the advice is, it might be to forgive if someone was deceptive towards you, or even to forgive yourself if you were deceptive. But Judgment's saying, you know, look at that honestly, if that did happen. That's what Judgment is saying. But then forgive yourself, or if someone was deceptive towards you, forgive them. Because the Judgment is all about forgiveness and mercy. It's also about redemption. Might be about, maybe you're looking at the past and wanting to, you know, there's one of those steps in the 12-step groups where it's like, you know, asking for forgiveness, or going to people and sharing, hey, you know, I didn't do you right in that situation, or hey, I could have done better. I wish I had. As I look at it, you know, I apologize. It could be that too, that you're, you know, that might be part of letting old stuff go so that you can feel more free. Because the Judgment is really, you know, what's the strongest card here. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is like new ideas, wanting to work together in financial adventures. So in reverse, though, it means the ideas don't move forward. It might be that this is necessary before you have all this growth, because this is, I mean, the Empress is beautiful growth. When it's upside down, that means there's like a halting or a stall. It's not happening yet, or there's more harmony needed. And it might be harmony within you, that you forgive someone who was dishonest with you, or that you seek forgiveness if you look honestly and feel, you know, maybe I need to, you know, clear the air here. And so that these two beautiful cards can then move upright. That's what the advice is saying here. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just, that's life, right? Like, we learn from, if it's you, you know, we learn from our mistakes to become better people. If it's someone else, then you might want to forgive them so that you can enjoy this energy, so that it can turn forward. I'm going to ask for more clarification. I might even use this deck again. We'll see. Clarify that Five of Swords with the Judgment, please. Three of Cups. Okay, yeah. Three of Wands. Eight of Wands. Okay, that is kind of telling me. So Three of Cups is like reunions with friends. They're usually joyful reunions, celebrations. So it might be saying, you know, in order to have this reunion, that if you can look honestly at stuff, or forgive someone for a mistake, this is redemption. So if there's redemption here, there's going to be more of these happy reunions. That's going to happen more if you do this. Okay, that's what that's saying. The Three of Wands You know, that's if it's appropriate for you in your life. Don't, you know, don't follow the cards so black and white that you're like, okay, I've got to think about what did I do wrong. Let me rack my brain. No, if it's clear to you, it's clear to you. If it's not, it's not, right? Three of Wands is forward planning, moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, freedom. So this is, you know, hard work paying off. So the Empress is, you know, she enjoys hard work paying off. So since this is advice, I'm saying if you heed this advice, you're going to be in that Three of Wands energy of that confidence, moving forward. You may be traveling, but you'll feel free. You'll feel free to go there with better energy. This is about believing in yourself. You're happy with your choices and you're experiencing life to the fullest. Okay. And the Eight of Wands is about fast communication, speed, progress, movement, you know, things moving more quickly. So the things may happen more quickly. But there's something to free your spirit from, whether it's forgiving yourself or someone else. I mean, that's the advice. So, dear Aries, that's what I have for you. Please take what resonates, leave the rest, and I hope this was helpful.